Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. Today we've got a brand new 2023 Toyota Corolla Cross XLE edition. So XLE is the top of the line in the Corolla Cross for 2023, and this is your gas version. Rumor has it in 2023 there will be a hybrid available, but we haven't seen one yet. So in today's video I'm going to go ahead and walk around the outside and dive on the inside, check out all the great features on the Corolla Cross for 2023. So up front on the XLE edition, the color on this one is silver sky metallic. No extra charge for this color. Pretty nice color for this vehicle. Corolla Cross is a little bit smaller than a RAV4, but the front end is different altogether than a RAV4. So a complete setup of LED headlights, LED daytime running lights run all the way across the top here. We've got LED turn signals, projector style LED headlights with auto high beams and auto on and off, and then they wrap around on the side with that amber marker lamp there on the side for visibility. Also notice we have LED turn signals in the mirrors as well, and then your tail lights are also LED lights. So they go all out with the LEDs, including the fog lights down here on the bottom. And then this is the XLE edition. So this has the premium upgraded package with the parking sensors, pre-collision, pedestrian detection, lane tracing assist, road sign detection, dynamic radar cruise control. So all the top of the line Toyota safety features you'll find on the Corolla Cross. The grille up front here is a painted gunmetal, kind of a charcoal gray metallic, all the way down through the mesh grille here. Of course, we have the huge Toyota badge with the radar or dynamic radar cruise control sensor in the behind that logo there. Also, there's one of these Where's Waldo logos here in the behind the license plate. So these little logos are all the way around the vehicle, different places. I'll point out some of them as I go along. This part here is ABS plastic. It's unpainted, so it's easy to replace or remove if you pick up any scratches or any dents or dings, that type of thing. And then we've got a silver painted lower fascia down here as well. Now this is not scratch and dent resistant. I find it odd that they have the very lowest part, the part that's going to connect with, maybe slide across a curb or get the damage, is painted, but this part up here is not. The styling looks nice, but I think you're more inclined to scratch up down there than you are on the upper part of the bumper. Just my personal thoughts and opinion on that. Really no major changes on the front end of the Corolla Cross for 2023. There are some changes on the inside. When we get there, I'll point them out. Take a look at the side here. Notice the body lines on here that wrap around the fenders. They do the same thing across the back of the fenders, and that's where Toyota comes up with that odd looking logo that you see on here. So using the lines here within the logo, hopefully you can see that in the video, they carry those same lines into the vehicle. So really paying attention to the styling on this one with the body contours. Your over fenders, they're the ABS matte black finish, easy to replace. You don't have to paint them. If you do scratch them, dent them, ding them, just take a screwdriver, unscrew them, take them off, put the new ones on. The wheels on here, this is a cast aluminum wheel with the charcoal gray metallic finish on the inside. Four-wheel disc brakes, anti-lock brakes, traction control, chrome lug nuts on here. And this is going to be an all-season tire. This particular tire is the Goodyear version, a 225 55 18-inch wheel and tire on there, so a little bit bigger wheel and tire. Nice looking style for this particular unit. Again, the XLE edition is the top of the line in the Corolla Cross. This one does have the added cost of the body side molding up here, higher on the door. The lower body side molding, these panels right here, that's going to be standard, and again, ABS plastic. It's not painted, so again, if you pick up any scratches, dents, or any of those things, you can basically pull them off, put new ones on pretty easily. You don't necessarily need a body shop to do that for you if you pick up any damage. Colored to match outside door handles. more of that ABS trim here, which is really nice. A lot of times you pick up scratches here from closing the door if you have rings on, those types of things. So pretty nice to have that extra protection. Again, the LED turn signals with chrome bezels, chrome up and over the window sills on here. The outside mirrors painted colored to match. These also fold in for tight parking if you've got a tight garage. They also break away if somebody clips it with a bike or a grocery cart. Blind spot monitoring is the upgrade on here. Heated outside mirrors. These are huge mirrors too, good visibility. They're also power, and then they are also power folding. So you can set them up when you put it in park. The mirrors will automatically fold in. But, oh, where's the switch? I'm not finding the switch, so apparently this one does not have the power folding mirrors on there. Please forgive me for my lack of product knowledge on that item. Surprised me a little bit. So we've got your gas door is going to be here on the driver's side. Notice the rear door and the over fender comes into the door here. Again, easy to replace, just a couple screws, and you can replace that if you pick up any scratches. I keep saying that because a lot of vehicles have these protections, but they're painted color to match. So if you have to replace them, you have to get them painted, and that costs a lot of extra money. These ones here, you can see there's a screw here, and you can pop that thing off. So you can really buy these pieces of trim in the parts department and replace them really easily. Again, four-wheel disc brakes, so you have rear disc brakes. The fronts are ventilated, the backs are solid disc, if you will. Privacy glass on all four windows, including the tailgate. They've got Corolla Cross up here in this chrome piece here. That's standard on the XLE, that's not there on the LE. And then we've got the roof rail system up on top. We've got the power sliding moonroof, colored to match shark fin antenna. Let's go ahead and we'll swing around to the back and take a look at the tail lights and the tailgate. So at the rear of the Corolla Cross, the spoiler up here, this is going to be painted colored to match, and then the shark fin antenna, same thing, colored to match. Privacy glass on the back windows, rear window defrost. One of the things I like about the setup on the back of the Corolla Cross is your third brake light, LED light, is actually on the back side of the window. So it's easier to clean the window and not have to worry about cleaning that third brake light separately. Nice move, Toyota, I like that. Washer wiper here, of course. This one has the standard chrome emblem, so XLE all-wheel drive Toyota and the Corolla Cross emblems are all in chrome. These are all LED lights on the back side. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can. Hopefully you can see it. Let me turn my light down. But right inside here, it actually has Corolla Cross inside the lens there. It reads Corolla Cross, similar to what you see up here. Again, Toyota's adding all these little hidden styling cues. Reflectors down on the bottom. Your backup sensors are here as well. We do have a backup camera. There's also a power gate release here. Now this one has the convenience package, which includes the power lift gate and the power sliding moonroof. So that costs extra. I think it's about $1,200 extra. With that power lift gate, you also have the push button to lift the gate up using your remote. Just hold it and away it goes. No kick sensors on the back of the lift gate for the Corolla Cross, and you can see it does have height adjustable settings. So if you have a low garage roof, you can set it up so it only goes up so high and doesn't hit the garage roof. ABS plastic here, scratch and dent resistant, and then silver painted lower, just like we saw on the front bumper, and a single exhaust coming out the back here. Here's a quick look underneath. Don't know if it shows you a whole lot, but we do have a multi-link rear suspension, independent rear suspension. And then here, so in 2023, the engine on the Corolla Cross is the same engine they're using in the Corolla for 2023, the gas engine. So it's a 2-liter 16-valve engine, double overhead cam with variable valve timing, and it's connected to a CVT automatic transmission on the Corolla Cross. Produces 169 horsepower combined fuel economy, city and highway, is going to come in at 30 miles per gallon. Now, the vehicle's available as a front-wheel drive only or an all-wheel drive. This particular one is the all-wheel drive edition. And then, as I mentioned earlier, rumor has it there will be a hybrid edition available in 2023, although I haven't seen or heard much about that, so I'm skeptical that we'll see it this year. It might come later in the year. The engine and the transmission have a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. You also get Toyota Care, which covers your oil changes, your fluid top-offs, tire rotations. That's all covered for the first 2 years, 25,000 miles. And then Toyota also includes roadside assistance with the Toyota Care package. And then the vehicle itself has a 3-year, 36,000 mile limited warranty with no deductible. So diving into the interior, let's take a quick look at the door panel here. So it's pretty much a charcoal gray or a dark gray and black combination here. This is a soft touch feel to the upper door panel with the silver door handle, silver trim, one touch up and down on all of your windows, with the driver's window being a backlit switch, power door locks, power mirrors on here. There's also bottle holders, a pocket down here, a speaker in the door, and then what you can't see right now, let me see if I can show you, there's actually some blue ambient lighting. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah, maybe you can see that. So there's an LED ambient strip that goes underneath here, so when you close the door at night, there's some really nice ambient lighting inside. The blue looks really cool. As far as your seating goes, the XLE edition does come with the power driver's seat with power lumbar support and a power recliner. And then the seats themselves, they're a Soft-Tech fabric bucket seat with a light stitching on the sides here. Very comfortable seat with a height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts, airbags built right into the seat so they move when you move the seat forward. Perfect positioning. 4 vents across the dash with the silver trim. Just a couple switches down here, so your dimmer switch for your dash light, your high beam, automatic high beam on and off, and the trunk release is here. And then you have your hood release here and your gas door release down here. Dead pedal, brake, and gas there. And then we do have a tilt telescoping steering wheel. So here behind the wheel of the XLE Corolla Cross, there is a lot of room up front. It's surprising how much leg room, how much headroom. The XLE does have the power sliding moonroof, which takes away a little bit of headroom, but I still think if you're a 6-footer, you're going to be just fine up front driving it. So the steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel. We have electric power steering on the Corolla Cross. Steering wheel is not heated. It's not even an option on the XLE edition. Driver's side airbag, of course. Over on this side are the cruise control settings, dynamic radar cruise control, adjustment lane tracing assist, fingertip controls for your sound system so you can change the stations. Over on this side, we've got volume controls, voice activation, Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone, and then we have the fingertip controls for the instrumentation up front, the multi-information center. Over on this side, we've got wiper controls. It does have rear washer wipers with intermittent settings on there as well. And then over on this side, we've got our headlight controls with daytime running lights, automatic high beams, and then your fog light controls are here as well. We also have the three blink feature, so if you just tap on this lightly, your blinkers will go 3 times and turn themselves off automatically. The XLE does have the digital instrumentation cluster, so it's pretty much blacked out until we start it up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me just move my seat ahead a little bit. XLE has push button start, also has the smart keyless entry system, so you don't need to take your keys out of your pocket to start it. Just put your foot on the brake, push in the button, and away you go. By the way, there's a new chime for 2023, so a little bit different sound to that. Here's our instrument cluster. You can see it is completely digital. Speedometer right smack dab in the middle. Gas gauge, engine temperature gauge, and then your information center over on this side here. And then it is possible to toggle through some of those settings right here on the dash or on the instrument cluster. You can see the menu kind of pops out there, so we can toggle through our adaptive cruise control, sound system settings, trip meters, safety sense settings, and then you've got a fuel computer up there as well. It's pretty easy to read, and at night it looks really cool, but it is all digital, including the speedometer, so no analog gauges on there. Heading over to the center stack. So for 2023, they've got an all new setup here. There used to be 4 buttons on this side and 4 buttons on this side and another dial over here. They've reduced it all the way down to 1 button and 1 volume control right here. Of course, you can also control the volume on the steering wheel as well. And so this is an all touch screen setup on here. It's new software and it's much more responsive than last year. So you tap on it. This one is actually sold. The folks are going to come pick it up, I believe, tomorrow. So I don't want to do any of the setup, but I do want to show you the sound system capabilities. So if we go in here, of course, we're going to have AM, FM. We also have Sirius satellite radio. Also, Apple CarPlay is now wireless, Android Auto, and Alexa compatibility. So it's a much cleaner setup. There is kind of a gloss bezels around here as well. This is an 8-inch screen, and then we do have our backup camera there as well. And on the XLE trim, we do have the upgraded path projection on here. Now this one does have the JBL audio system also, which gives you 9 speakers, including some up here in the dashboard, a subwoofer in the back, and an amplifier. So this is the upgraded sound system. It's an $800 extra. So if you're an audiophile, you'll probably like it, and it'll work just fine for you. Down here on the center, we've got our automatic temperature control. Now on the XLE, you have driver and front passenger settings, and then you can also sync it up. Front window defrost, rear window defrost, heated outside mirrors, push button start. And then we'll go down to the center. Further down, we do have a USB-C, and that's kind of a backlit blue. Turn the lights up here, hopefully that helps. Heated front seats with two different temperature settings, and then down here, wireless charging for your smartphone. So you can just drop your smartphone on top, and the Qi wireless will charge it up for you. Standard on the XLE trim. More gloss trim down through here. We do have our traction control, and then we have our auto start for our engine. So you can set that up to automatically turn off the engine at stoplights, and then it will automatically turn on, hoping to save you some fuel economy. Electronic parking brakes are down here. And then for 2023, this is an all new design for your cup holders. So you can see they're kind of cut out there at the bottom, so you actually can get your smartphone down there as well. So you can throw it up on the wireless charging, or you can drop it down into the center here as well. Shifter is a leather wrap shift knob, and really very comfortable, especially for a smaller person like myself. We've got a armrest, padded armrest with storage underneath, and underneath there is your 12 volt, and there's another USB-C charging port there as well. Here's a quick look at the window tag on this one. The folks are picking it up tomorrow. I just wanted to show you. So this one does have a JBL audio system for $800 convenience package, which includes the power moonroof and the power liftgate, $1,250. This has the adaptive headlights also, $615. All-weather floor liners, $289. Frameless mirror, $175, and the body side molding, $250. Fuel economy comes in at 30 miles per gallon. Take a look over on the passenger side. Passenger assist grip up here. I mentioned the power sliding moonroof with the visor. We also have lighted vanity mirrors on both sides, and the visors do have visor extensions on both sides. As we look up top here, we've got, this is a new lighting console, if you will, so LED strip light here, And then we have our open switch for our power moonroof. And also the tilt feature for the power moonroof as well. And then right here is your safety connect for roadside assistance. So if you need help out on the road, push that. Toyota will get you the help you need. And as I mentioned, this has the frameless rear view mirror, which is bigger. And then it also has HomeLink underneath the mirror here, and that's a $175 option. I have that on my Corolla sedan. I strongly recommend it. It just gives you a lot more visibility out the back. Dashboard is padded as well. We've got owner's manuals in the glove box here. This is not a locking glove box though. It's a manual glove box, so it's not going to give you any level of security. So that's a quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat. Here's a quick look up front from the back seat. Now I've got this passenger seat all the way back. I wanted to show you the amount of legroom behind the seat all the way back. So it's a reasonable amount of legroom. There are pockets on the back of the passenger seat, nothing on the back of the driver's seat. I've got this driver's seat about halfway forward, reclined back a little bit, and you can see I still got about 3 to 4 inches of knee room. So plenty of room in the back seat for passengers. There's vents here, and then there's actually some USB charging ports way down underneath there as well. Other features you'll find in the back seat: passenger assist handles up here, coat hooks, overhead lighting. That's a cup holder in the door there. I'm not a big fan of the cup holders in the doors. The problem is if somebody puts a bottle of water in the door and they don't put the lid on, they slam the door and the water goes all over the back seat. So there's also cup holders right here in the center armrest, which folds up, and then there's 3 seat belts with your child safety anchors back here, and your back headrests are adjustable up and down just like the front headrest. This one in the middle is not. Generally speaking, I think there's plenty of room back here. It's pretty darn comfortable, and one thing I do like is your knees are really parallel in the back seat, so there's plenty of leg room back here, and the seats are kind of carved out a little bit as well. So there's plenty of leg room back here. I think 2 adults pretty easily, 3 children no problem. Let's go ahead and check out the back. The inside of the tailgate, cargo cover is going to be standard, retractable, removable. Just pull it out like that and you're done. You don't need any tools. It actually stows below the floor as well. I'm just going to set it down here on the floor for now. Here's one of those hidden Corolla Cross emblems right on the back there. Nice wide opening here. This one does have the JBL audio system. So there's a subwoofer back here. That's an $800 option. Not just a subwoofer, but an improved head unit and more speakers up front. We'll talk about that when we head up front. There are some nice little storage compartments along the side here. An LED light back here. Those seats do fold down 20 or 60-40, I should say. And the way you fold them down, it's kind of hard to do from back here unless you have really long arms. So it's probably easier to come up around this way, bring that seat down. I do like the fact that you don't have to take the headrest out in order to drop those back seats down. And you can see once I do that, there's a lot of room in here. You can see still have one passenger over here if you wanted to. Now I've got this front seat all the way back, so I would have to move the seat forward a little bit to get that to lay completely flat. But this gives you an idea on how much cargo room there is once you drop those seats down in the back. It's pretty nice, actually quite a bit. Tie down hooks in the corners there, and then underneath here is our temporary spare tire and our toolkit. There's a little bit of storage here, maybe for first aid kits and emergency equipment. I think you could put some jumper cables, wrap them around there, so there's some room there. That is a temporary spare tire. Everything's kind of tucked in and wrapped in nicely so it doesn't rattle around. And then it closes up and gives you a nice flat floor in there. So a pretty nice spacious trunk on the back. And with the convenience package, you do pick up on the power lift gate as well.